So you've got me turned up right now?
Can you not hear yourself?
Yeah, I can. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. We have the Cleveland Blue Raiders warming up here at the north end of the end zone, north end of the field here at Finley Stadium. And down at the other end, we have the Red Bank Lions. Coaches Anthony Arnett, Anthony Blocker, Mike Bianco, and Greg Curtis. Still a couple of players showing up for the Red Bank Lions at Hi, and a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 9 a.m. Scenic City Bowl game for the 12 and under here at the Scenic City Youth Football League Championship weekend. I'm your host, Ted Rutan, and we are here at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, Moccasins, Finley Stadium. Our first matchup features the Cleveland Blue Raiders. They will have the ball or be receiving the kickoff from the Red Bank Lions here in this Scenic City Bowl game. Beautiful day for football today, bright sunshine. A little chilly this morning, but it's going to warm up throughout the day. We have 8 games on tap today and 4 more tomorrow. Looking forward to a great weekend of football. So kicking off will be number 59, Walter Bianco. And that's taken by Gage Reinheimer. Runs it up the middle and out to the 45-yard line. Good field position to start things off here for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. We'll see as they come out on offense for the first time. And it looks like the quarterback will be Chase Stevens. We'll start out with full backfield. And the give is to Reinheimer. And he will try to cut back up the middle, be brought down for maybe a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Stevens brings him up to the line, still 3 men in the backfield. That's Reinheimer, Seiler, and McDaniel. Stevens takes a snap, and the handoff to Reinheimer is fumbled. Let's see who falls on it, and they will say it is Red Bank Lions football. The turnover gives them good field position. They will start off at the 47-yard line of the Blue Raiders. Trevor Curtis will trot out onto the field into the huddle. In the backfield with him as the fullback is number 21, Zach Isaac. And I believe that's Tony Arnett, number 15, as the tailback. The pitch is to Arnett. He drops and picks it back up, and he's got some room now. And he's going down the right sideline. Will he be able to make it? And he will. Outrunning Landon Douglas to the end zone for the touchdown. The first offensive play for the Red Bank Lions. And Arnett takes it 47 yards for the touchdown. Less than 1 minute into play. And the Red Bank Lions are on top. First play from scrimmage, the pitch. Arnett bobbled it, but picked it up, and once he hit the sideline, it was a foot race, and he was the winner of that one. Now at tailback is 31, Colton Johnston. And they'll be stopped on the try. But they do come away with a touchdown. The Red Bank Lions 6, Cleveland Blue Raiders nothing. And we'll be set for the kickoff for the second time by the Red Bank Lions. Walter Bianco to kick. Now they have everybody out there in position. Pretty good boot. Taken once again by Reinheimer, and this time he falls on the football at the 35-yard line. See if the Cleveland Blue Raiders can get some offense rolling here on their second possession. 7 minutes remaining here in the first. Stevens hands it off to Reinheimer, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Now marking back at the 35. They'll stay with the full house backfield. Reinheimer, McDaniel, and Seiler. No gain. It'll be third. Actually, they'll give him a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 36. Harbor bent in on the tackle for the Red Bank Lions. The give is to Reinheimer around the right side. He finds a little daylight. He'll pick up a few out to the 38 or 39, where it'll be 4th down for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Coaches for the Cleveland Blue Raiders: Ryan Stevens, Chris West, Brandon Cash, and Chris Davis. And they'll go from the shotgun on this 4th down. Stevens is going to punt it, and it'll be followed on back there by, I believe, number 13, Tavion Lee. So the Red Bank Lions will take over at their own 41-yard line. They've had one offensive play, and it was a dandy, a 47-yard touchdown run from Tony Arnett. Trevor Curtis behind the center. The give is to Zach Isaac, and he is going nowhere. Loss of a couple. 2nd down and 12 from the 39. A.J. Westfield in on the tackle for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Approach the halfway mark here of the first period. 6-0 the score. Red Bank Lions on top. now in the shotgun, flanked by two backs, and the give is to Arnett, and he will try to pick his way through the line. Might have picked up a couple, and I'll make it 3rd down and 10. Once again from the shotgun with backs on either side of him is Trevor Curtis. The give is to Arnett, and he's met in the backfield. He will try to push his way forward. Might get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him down at the 40. It'll be 4th down and 11. Good surge from the defensive front for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. So with 4th down, 11 yards to go, Curtis looking to throw. Left-hander throws it down the field, and it is caught by Harbor Bent, and he has some room, and he's going to take it down the right sideline, being chased down, and will not catch him. Touchdown, Red Bank Lions. "60 yards on the 4th down play. Curtis to Bent makes it 12-0 with 2:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Here they are on the extra point attempt. Curtis is going to keep it himself, and he will be brought down short of the end zone. So the extra point attempt is no good. However, the Red Bank Lions strike again. They lead 12-0 with 2:31 remaining in the first. Third kickoff already for the Red Bank Lions here in this first quarter as they lead 12-0 over the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Bianco to kick. And it'll be Reinheimer again, fielding it off a couple of bounces. Tries to break it to the right side. He's brought down, fumbled. And looks like the Red Bank Lions are going to fall on it. They'll have the football in Cleveland Blue Raiders territory. I believe that was Correll Starling who recovered the fumble. We have a player down for the moment. And a little gimpy coming off is number 21, Zach Isaac. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Cleveland Blue Raiders 33-yard line. Curtis, who threw a touchdown pass on 4th down a moment ago. Comes over to get the plays. Play selection. He'll convey that in the huddle. Different quarterback now. That's Colton Johnston. And Johnston's going to run around the left side. He's got some room. And he'll be forced out of bounds inside the 20 down at the 18-yard line. Nice gain of about 15. We'll make it 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Let's see how they line up this time. Johnston's sole man in the backfield. He's going to run it to the right. He's got blockers. He's got room. Tries to break it to the outside. He's got the corner, and he's got the touchdown. 2 runs, a 2-play drive of 33 yards. Both runs by Colton Johnston, and it is 18-0 here in the first period. Striking quickly off the turnover. And our first penalty of the ball game. I don't know if they'll call the false start or encroachment. Looked like Drew Everly may have come across the line, and Levi Richardson may have responded by movement on the offensive line. Let's see what the officials call. They'll call encroachment on the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Half the distance to the goal. We'll make the try from the 1 now, or 1.5. Curtis takes a snap and falls down. Gets tripped up, so for the 3rd straight time, the extra point is no good. However, the Red Bank Lions lead 18-0, 1:59 remaining in the first. Bianco's kick, taken by Reinheimer, and he'll be brought down by Zach Isaac. Good to see Zach back out there. So the Cleveland Blue Raiders will start at their own 44-yard line. See if they can get some offense rolling here in the first quarter. Chase Stevens under center. He's going to just run with it to the left, and good defensive pressure applied by the Red Bank Lions. Brought down for no gain. 2nd and 10. What a gorgeous morning here in Chattanooga for football. Again, great to see everybody coming out for the Scenic City Youth Football Championship weekend. This 12-year-old Scenic City Bowl. Now back to pass. Stevens, his pass is knocked down, incomplete. Defended there by Colton Johnston. This will bring up 3rd and 10 from the 44-yard line. A little crisp. It's 37 degrees outside at the moment. But we look for highs in the mid-50s this afternoon. Could be the last play of this first period. Stevens hands it off. Reinheimer will be met in the backfield. He'll try to get it back to the line of scrimmage where it'll be 4th and 10 as we go into the second quarter. At the end of one period, the Red Bank Lions 18, the Cleveland Blue Raiders nothing. We'll be back in a moment with more of the Scenic City Youth Football Championship weekend. Fourth and 10 for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. They did not change ends of the field. And the snap will result with Brendan Seiler kneeling down. The Red Bank Lions will take over on downs. They'll have the ball at the 41-yard line. We're going to have a little conference, I believe, perhaps a clock issue at the moment. Hey, glad you're joining us here again. My name's Ted Rutan, executive producer, Dean O'Neill. What a great setting for these youngsters here at the Scenic City Youth Football. We will have We will have 8 championship games today. Of course, this is a 12-under Scenic City Bowl. Following this one, we will have the 12-under Super Bowl between the Cromwell Seahawks and the Avondale Chargers. When we resume, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Bank Lions from the 41-yard line. They lead lead 18-0 on a 47-yard touchdown run from Tony Arnett, a 60-yard touchdown catch by Harbor Bent from quarterback Trevor Curtis, and then an 18-yard touchdown run by Colton Johnston. Okay, we are set to go now. 1st and 10 from the 41. Wind it up. And we'll have a false start. That'll be flagged on the left tackle, Walter Bianco. We'll move him back 5. 1st and 15 from the 46. Now Curtis back at the shotgun. The left-handed pass out to the side is caught by Sean Brune. He's got some room going down the right sideline. Finally taken down there at the 27-yard line. So a gain of 19 moves it up to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Bank Lions. Curtis under center this time. The pitch to Arnett going to the left. He gets outside and he's going to be hit, but he stays on his feet. He's got room. Touchdown! Red Bank Lions. Tony Arnett from 27 yards scores around the left side. It's 24-0. Red Bank Lions on top with 7:11 remaining here in the first half. Arnett with 2 touchdowns, one a 47-yarder, and now a 27-yarder. That makes the score 24-0. Curtis throws to the left side, and taking it in for the conversion will be Zach Isaac. So they convert this time. It'll be 26-0 with 7 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first half. $26-0. Red Bank Lions have scored on some big plays here in this first half. Bianco's kick is going to get by Reinheimer. He'll chase it down all the way back at the 20, and he is going to be swarmed at the 28-yard line. Now they'll mark him down at the 29. So 1st and 10 for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Seven minutes remaining here in the first half. Stevens still at quarterback. And the snap is fumbled, and the ball is fallen on. I believe that will be the Red Bank Lions. Bianco will recover the fumble, and the Red Bank Lions will take over at the 31-yard line, leading 26-0. Third turnover here of the first half, and Red Bank has used those turnovers to jump out to this big first half lead. 5:51 remaining in the first half. Timeout on the field. (26-0) the score. The Red Bank Lions in command here in the first half of this Scenic City Bowl game. Snap goes to to Arnett. He's going around the left side, and they'll bring him down. Nice tackle out there by Gage Reinheimer after a gain of 4 yards up to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 6 for the Red Bank Lions, and they go without a huddle. Clock has not moved since the timeout. And the snap is fumbled. They tried to snap that one back to Caleb Blanks, and it was fumbled back and recovered back on the 33-yard line. Third down and 13. Nearly brought down the backfield was Blanks, but he's able to advance it up to the 26-yard line, where it'll be 4th down and 5. So Reinheimer doing a nice job defensively with another stop. And this will be 4th and 5 for the Red Bank Lions. Curtis goes into the huddle. Taking quite a bit of time here to get this play called. Fourth and 5. Blanks just off to the right of Curtis. Curtis drops the snap and is down on one knee, and they will turn it over on downs. So for the first time in this ballgame, the Cleveland Blue Raiders defense holds up. They'll take over at their own 32-yard line. So Chase Stevens comes into the huddle. calls the play. And they'll stay with this tight formation and 3 running backs. Snap is fumbled and fallen on. Let's see who has it. I believe they're going to say it will stay with the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Second and 11 from the 31. And a snap is fumbled once again. A lot of trouble. Just getting the ball to get the play rolling, so it'll now be 3rd and 12. And a timeout on the field with 2:50 remaining here in the first half. 26-0. Red Bank Lions on top. Third and 12 for the Cleveland Blue Raiders from their own 30-yard line. And this will not gain positive yardage. It'll be 4th and 14 as a loss of 2. Puts it back to the 28. Let's say a loss of 1 at the 29. So 4th and 13. As we approach the 2-minute mark of the first half. Stevens under center, and he drops back looking like he wanted to pass, but he's going to be taken down there for a sack. Combining on that was Tank, Reason, Walter Bianco, and Harbor Bent, I believe, all in, putting the pressure on Stevens, and that will turn it over on downs back to the Red Bank Lions. They lead 26-0. 1 minute, 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now we have Tavion Lee coming into quarterback here in this final series of the first half. Lee back in shotgun. And he's going to run it to the right, and he's got room. A blocker out front. Lee cuts up the middle, and he will go in for the touchdown. 25 yards. Tavion Lee scores to make it 32-0. Red Bank Lions on top. Now I have the extra point try. Sean Brune takes a snap. He's going to run to the right, and he will be stopped short of the goal line. Well, at the end of the first half of play, the Red Bank Lions 32, the Cleveland Blue Raiders nothing. We'll be back after a short break for the second half of the 12 under Scenic City Bowl game here in Chattanooga. And we are ready for the second half of action here at the 12 and under Scenic City Bowl. Kicking off for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Bit of an onside kick try, and it'll be recovered. Red Bank Lions football. Actually, no, they're saying it was recovered by the Cleveland Blue Raiders. So the onside kick works. Must have been touched first by a Red Bank Lion because it did not. Wait, let's see. In fact, it is going to be the Cleveland or Red Bank Lions football. Now the officials are huddling up, and they're saying it is going to be the Cleveland Blue Raiders football, so they did recover the onside kick. Perhaps that is something that can jumpstart this Cleveland Blue Raiders ball club. They struggled in the first half offensively. The officials still sorting this one out. In fact, now they say it will be Red Bank Lions football. The kick obviously didn't go 10 yards. I think the discussion was whether or not it was first touched, however, by a Red Bank Lion, and they now say it wasn't. So they will get the football. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line of the Cleveland Blue Raiders. So a bit of an awkward start to this second half, and a timeout taken by the Cleveland Blue Raiders. First and 10 for the Red Bank Lions. Direct snap to Levi Richardson, and Richardson is brought down. No gain. A.J. Westfield on the tackle for the Blue Raiders. 2nd and 10. And running around the right side, he's got some room in a blocker. All the way down inside the 20-yard line goes Harbor Bent. And they did drop a flag. Let's see what they call. And it looks like it's going to be a personal foul, horse collar. So that'll be half the distance to the goal after the end of the run. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. The Red Bank Lions, leading 32-0, are wasting no time trying to add to their lead. And we're going to have a false start. Excuse me. Not sure what the actual signal was. I think he was going to start with a false start. They're going to say it's first and goal from the 15. We'll leave it at that. Bianco takes a snap, and he's going to get bumped back behind the line, but he stays on his feet. Gets around the corner, picks up a few yards, and an excellent play there. Bianco ends up picking up 5 after he was hit 5 yards deep into backfield by number 58, Landry Barker. Barker put a pretty good shove on him, but Bianco kept his feet. Made a positive gain out of it. Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Now they're going to snap the ball to Tank Reason. Tank is going to be grabbed in the backfield. But we have a flag down on the play. So an offside, which they blew the play dead. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. After a rather clean first half, we've had some penalties here to start things off in the second half. Second and goal from the 5. And Reason couldn't handle the snap and just fell on it. So it will be now third and goal from the 9-yard line. Choppy start to this second half. Trevor Curtis back in at quarterback here on this third down and goal from the 9. Arnett, right side of Curtis. He looks to throw to his right. Instead, he's going to be brought down for a big loss all the way out around the 25-yard line. The defensive line swarmed Curtis, and he had nowhere to go with the ball. They're going to mark it at the 24. Fourth and goal. A.J. Westfield gets credit for the sack. Curtis takes a snap and can't handle the snap. And falling on it for the Blue Raiders is number 10, Alex Cole. So the Cleveland Blue Raiders defense holds up. They'll take over their first possession of the second half at their own 24-yard line. Stevens at quarterback in the shotgun this time. Actually, we'll call it the pistol with Reinheimer behind him. They give us to Reinheimer, and they lose about 4. We'll call it 3. They'll say they'll mark him at the 21. Second and 13. And we'll see if they're going to be able to get another playoff before the end of the third quarter. Doesn't look like it. So a quick third period, and the score at the end of 3 complete. The Red Bank Lions 32, Cleveland Blue Raiders nothing. We'll get ready to start the fourth period of play. Second down and 13 from the 21-yard line. And the snap goes over the head of Stevens, and it's finally fallen on by number 21, Zach Isaac. He'll recover the football all the way down at the 3-yard line. Another turnover sets up the Red Bank Lions. They lead 32-0 here in the fourth period. Looks like Tavion Lee coming in for the Lions. And now Trevor Curtis goes out to call the play in the huddle. Snap to Curtis. He looks, throws, and it is incomplete in the end zone. Second and goal from the 3. Here in the fourth quarter. Curtis gets a snap. Oh, it was high. Brought down by Isaac, and now he weaves his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Zach Isaac. The snap was high. He somewhat tipped it to himself. Weaved his way through traffic and into the end zone. 38-0. Red Bank Lions on top. Isaac's first touchdown, he did score on a conversion, the only conversion of the game. Now looking to throw is Curtis. He throws, and it is incomplete over here on the right side. Harris unable to haul that one in. However, the score is 38-0. Red Bank Lions on top. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. And we're ready for the kickoff. Walter Bianco has been busy kicking off in this Scenic City Bowl game. It's been all Red Bank Lions. They lead 38-0. Bianco's kick will be picked up by Reinheimer, running to the right side, and he's going to be brought down out at the 37-yard line. Again, coming up in our next contest here will be the Cromwell Seahawks taking on the Avondale Chargers. That'll be the 12 and under Super Bowl here of the Scenic City Youth Football. Great day for football here at Finley Stadium, Davenport Field, awash in sunshine. The throw is picked off, and that's number 31, Colton Johnston, with the interception, and he returns it out to the 26-yard line, it looks like. So, once again, the Red Bank Lions force a turnover. They lead 38-0. Final 2.5 minutes here in this contest. And taking the snap, running to the right side before being taken down is Carell Starling. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9 for the Red Bank Lions. Running to the left is Richardson, and Richardson will be brought down near the first down marker. They're going to spot him just short by a yard. They'll put the ball to 17, 3rd and 1 for the Red Bank Lions. Marquemus Smith set to receive this snap. And he can't hang on to the snap and covers it up on the turf out at the 14-yard line. That'll make it 4th down. Fourth and 9 from the 20. And I believe we have a player down on the field. That is Marquemus Smith. And that's one way to get him off. Just hoist him up on your shoulder and carry him off the field. 30 seconds remaining, 38-0 the score. And we're set for play once again. It is 4th and, they'll call it 4th and 8 from the 24-yard line. They need to get to the 16 for the first down. And they'll just take a knee. And another player is down on the field. A couple of players were down. Helping off to this side will be James Gray, getting a little attention to get over to the sideline. 22 seconds remaining in this football game. The Cleveland Blue Raiders will have one more chance at it. I'm not sure the players realized that last play had been fourth down, so there was a change of possession. Now the chain gang is ready to move the other way. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Could be the last play of the ball game. And they may need to hustle up to get this play off. Clock is running. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. And that will do it. They don't get the play off. And there's your final score. The Red Bank Lions 38. The Cleveland Blue Raiders nothing. The Lions win the Scenic City Bowl for 12 and under. We'll be taking a short break, and we'll be back with the 12 and under Super Bowl coming up here in a little bit from Finley Stadium in Davenport Field here in Chattanooga. Hi, and a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 12 and Under Super Bowl for the Scenic City Youth Football League. I'm Ted Rutan. Our matchup in this 12 and Under Super Bowl, on your left, in the blue and yellow, the the Avondale Chargers in the blue and yellow. They will receive the kickoff from the neon green Cromwell Seahawks. Kicking off for the Seahawks will be number 6, Kenyon Williams. And back to receive for the Chargers are Caleb Crowder, number 1, and Tyshawn Powell, number 15. Absolutely picture-perfect day for football here in Chattanooga. Wind out of the south, behind the kicker Williams, and here's the boot on the turf. It'll be picked up by Powell and immediately downed. Flag was dropped on the opening kickoff, offside on the kicking team. So we'll boot this one again from 5 yards farther back. And here comes Williams. Straight ahead, and this is on the turf, and it'll just be covered at the 45-yard line. And that was David Green who covered the kickoff for the Chargers. So we'll see our first possession of the ball game by the Avondale Chargers. And David Green goes into the huddle. In the pistol formation. Green goes to the right, and he avoids one tackle. Avoids another tackle, still on his feet somehow, and he fights forward and picks up 5 yards. Wow, that was a tough run there by the quarterback, David Green. Second and 5 from midfield. The snap, fake the handoff. Green's going to roll to the right and hit and drag down. Nice play defensively by Tyreek King. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. These kids mimic the way the pros play. Watch the offensive line here as they come up. They will be pointing across like, I've got him, I've got him. You see that more and more in the NFL. And now watch this offensive line as they come up this time. Each one of the Guards and tackles pointing across saying, I'm going to take him. Snap is to Caleb Crowder, and Crowder goes around the left side. He tries to make one last move and slips and falls. He'll be short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 2 from the Seahawks 47-yard line. Green goes into the huddle. And a timeout will be called. So 4th and 2 early on, big play coming. Timeout by the Chargers. We'll be back in a moment. Fourth and 2, and the give is to Crowder, and he's going to be stopped short. So the Seahawks, a defensive stand here, and they'll take over on their own 45.5-yard line. So Tyreek King comes in to the huddle, makes the call. Snap back in the shotgun, he'll run it and pick up no yardage, 2nd down and 10. Just getting back to the line of scrimmage. And direct snap, he'll run again, this time to the left side, and makes a couple of moves, run out of bounds, short of the first down, but a pretty nice gain of about 7. Be marked at the 47-yard line of the Chargers. 3rd and 3. James Jones and Quatarius Robinson, the coaches for the for the Seahawks. Clarence Goins, the coach for the Chargers. 3rd and 3, under center this time is King. The give is to Jones, and Jones picks up first down yardage and then some. They'll mark him at the 41-yard line. We are halfway through the first quarter, no score. King under center. Once again, the give is to Jones, and he picks up about 4. Now marking back at the 38, so gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for the Seahawks. They give to Jones again. Following the block of number 2, DeJuan Doris, Jones picks up about 5 to make it 3rd down and 2. Ball's at the 33. They need to get it to the 31 for the first down. Stevenson split wide to the left. King's just going to run it and uses a couple of nice blocks and makes a nice move. First down for the Seahawks. Ball to 28-yard line. Two minutes remaining, first quarter. Whistle, and we'll have a delay of game called on the Chargers. So they are ready to go. Stay with the same play. The pitch back to Jones, and he picks up a couple, and then a flag tossed in at the end of that play. We may have another horse collar. Looked like he grabbed him up top. Couldn't tell if it was around the neck or the face mask. Face mask indeed. So that'll be 15 yards and an automatic first down. This will put the ball down at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cromwell Seahawks. King at quarterback. And we have another flag before the snap. I believe we're going to have encroachment on the defense. In fact, no. False start on the offense. So 1st and 15 from the 22-yard line. They fake the handoff on the jet sweep, and King will take it up the middle, pick up about 3. Second and 12. This time they give it on the jet sweep, and a nice move to the left. Jones takes it all the way down near the first down marker. I think he's going to be just short of it by about a yard. But this one is going to come back. Another flag. More penalties here in this first period than I'm sure either coach would like, and a holding will be the call on the Seahawks. So they will mark it back 10 yards all the way out to the 32. Second and a long way. Second and about 25. "21 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. This time the give is to King, and he will pick up about 4 or 5. They'll mark him at the 28, so it'll be 3rd and 21, and that's the end of the first quarter. No score after 1. The Avondale Chargers and the Cromwell Seahawks tied. Third and 21, and the give is up the middle. Jones will pick up a couple, and that will make it 4th and 17. 4th and 18 here in the second quarter. So here on our second play of the second quarter, it'll be 4th down and 17 from the 25-yard line. See if they stay on the ground or go to the air here. And we're going to have another delay of game. Tough position now. 4th down and 23. Not many plays you can dial up for this one. King will take the snap, and he's going to look to throw it, rolling to his right. Instead, he runs it, and he is knocked down for a loss of a few on the play. The Chargers will take over on downs. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They'll take over at their own 33-yard line. David Green in at quarterback for the Avondale Chargers. Green in the pistol. No, that snap went to number 19, Jatavius Davis. Pickup of 9, but we'll see what flags we have on the play again. They're going to walk it back, holding the call. They'll take it back to the 30. So holding actually occurred down 7 yards past the line of scrimmage, but they'll take it back 10 yards to the 30. 1st down and 13 from the 30. Green in the pistol formation, looks to throw, pulls it down, and he's going to run with it. He's got some room to the right. Makes another move and taken down there. Nice tackle by the Seahawks, Deshaun Yearby. So on 1st and 13, a gain of 13. 1st and 10 now from the 43-yard line. Nice run by the quarterback, David Green. This time the snap goes to Caleb Crowder, and Crowder will be brought down for a loss of 3 back to the 40. Carter and Yearby were in on the stop there at a loss of 3 yards. 2nd and 13. Green gets his receivers in place, looking to throw, and he throws down the field, and it is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Davis. Reginald Jones back in coverage for the Seahawks. He and Tyreek King. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 from the 40-yard line. The wind blowing at about 12 miles an hour out of the south, so it's dead against the Chargers right now. Let's see if they go to the air one more time at 3rd and 13. They'll pitch it, and running with it is Crowder. Crowder makes another spin and gets close to midfield. He'll be shy of the 1st down but makes it a much more manageable distance. It'll be 4th and 4 from their own 49-yard line. Green in the pistol with Crowder behind him. And he's just going to run with it himself. But a nice tackle there once again by number 9, Deshaun Yarby of the Seahawks. Cuts him down for a loss, and that will turn the ball back over to the Cromwell Seahawks. 3:52 remaining here in the first half. The Seahawks will have the ball at the Chargers' 47-yard line. King will take it right side. And he makes a nice move there, gets to the outside. Shoestring tackle across the way by that was Chris Bradley on the tackle. Nice job taking him down there. Looked like King had some room to operate on the right side, but a nice tackle by Bradley makes it 2nd and 2 from the 39-yard line. King will keep it himself again, right side, breaks a tackle, and pulled down after a nice gain down to the 27 or 8-yard line. First down for the Seahawks. Wind actually picking up a little bit now. King loses his footing, goes down, and a flag tossed in at the end of the play. Now we're going to have a hold on the Seahawks. So this will bring it back to the 37-yard line. 1st and 20. Two minutes, 31 seconds on the clock. King takes the snap, looks to throw, and he's hit from behind. Incomplete. He didn't see the defensive pressure coming behind him. So 2nd and 20. They fake the handoff on the jet sweep. And King up the middle, now bounces out to the left. Nice pickup. Gains about 13 yards down to the 24-yard line. Third down and 7. Clock running inside 2 minutes left here in the first half. This time the snap goes to Doris, and Doris takes it up the middle. Gained about 10. First and 10 from the 13-yard line. Clock running, minute 25 remaining first half. Seahawks trying to get on the board. No score so far in the first half. Under center. King draws him offside. That in fact is the call. So that'll pick up 5 more. First and 5 from the 8-yard line now with 62 seconds remaining here in the first half. Doris again was going to have the keeper, but a flag comes out to blow the play dead. False start. So they'll give those 5 yards right back. It'll make it first and 10. Snap will go to Doris again, and he's going to run it. This time taken down after a gain of a couple. Second and 8 from the 11. Clock inside 30 seconds. And a timeout will be taken by the Seahawks. We'll be back in a moment to finish up this first half of the 12 and Under Super Bowl from Chattanooga. .27 seconds remaining here in the first half. King looks to pass. It is incomplete in the end zone. That'll stop the clock with 22 seconds remaining. Third down. And we'll call it 8 from the 11-yard line. They need to get to the 3 for the first down. King looks to the right, rolls, throws, and it is nearly picked off. Defending that pass was Chris Bradley. This will make it 4th and 8. 17 seconds remain here in the first half. King comes in with the play. He's rolling to his right. He's going to run with it, and he'll be taken down short of the first down. Good defensive stand there by the Avondale Chargers. So with 10 seconds remaining in the first half, let's see if they just maybe take a knee right here. See if the Chargers have anything in mind to run offensively, if they're just going to take a knee as they're waiting for their 11th offensive player to get out on the field. They're going to snap it to Davis, it looks like. They do, and he's just going to run it, and he's back in the end zone. And he'll just get a few yards and be tackled, and that will end the first half. No score at the end of the first half. We've got a good one. The Avondale Chargers and Cromwell Seahawks tied at 0. We'll be back with second half action in just a few minutes.
Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back, everybody. We are ready for the second half action. No score in that first half. Avondale Chargers and Cromwell Seahawks battled to a 0-0 tie. I'm Ted Rutan, and in the second half, we are now joined by AJ Akil Jackson from the Avondale Chargers football program. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Now, you're in charge of the 10-year-olds, and they'll be playing here at 10 o'clock. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. This kickoff taken by
He's making
King,
moves.
and he makes a couple of nice moves all the way down to the 43-yard line.
That's one thing about Cromwell. I mean, they got a lot of speed, and that's one thing they do utilize well is they get to the outside with their speed, and they make sure they pick up the blocks, good blocks up front. Pretty big guys, very aggressive. I mean, I watched a lot of football from them this year as well.
That first half, they did seem to move the ball, but the Chargers' defense was able to keep them out of the end zone. We'll see how things start off here in the third quarter. Pretty good field position at the 45-yard line of the Chargers. Jones goes to the left and gets to the outside before being forced out of bounds after a gain of a couple. They've done a nice job here, AJ, of switching their guys in the backfield. Normally it's been King as their quarterback number 3, but they have gone direct snap to Doris and to Jones at times.
I would say they do like to run a lot of the Wildcat formation. They'll switch those two people in the backfield and try to go to the power side. One thing about the defense that I would say Coach Sean is running with Avondale is he uses a really good speed-based defense so they can actually get there a lot faster. Instead of getting jumbled up front with the big guys, they're able to get to that outside and make those tackles on the perimeter.
Looks like Doris is back to receive the snap this time. It is, and he goes up the middle and picks up enough yardage for the first down. Doris has run more up the middle, whereas King and Jones are trying to get to the corners in this game. Doris, number 2, one of the 2 players with the white helmets on, easier to pick out that way.
Looks like he's limping a little. Looks like Avondale's running a 6-man front right now.
Trying to corral this ground game from the Seahawks. So far, it's been a bend but don't break type of defense for the Chargers.
Hey, as long as you can stop them from getting in the end zone, it sounds like you're doing your job. In motion.
Jones will take it and be hit in the backfield. Pretty good pursuit by the Chargers.
That was a good job on the edge with the defensive ends. They was able to get outside and contain that before it got started.
So 2nd down and 12 from the 36-yard line. Neither team has completed a pass yet in this game. The wind blowing right to left might make it more difficult for the Seahawks to put this one in the air. They haven't really looked to throw it other than a couple of times. Handoff, and Jones will be met. Bradley taking him down just across the line of scrimmage. Or excuse me, that wasn't Bradley. That was Bradley, in fact.
Bradley
okay.
Right there. It looks like they're coming out of I formation, motioning that tight end to try to pick up that extra block inside on that A gap. They was really good at stopping that. They plugged that up really quick.
3rd down and 9 from the 33.
Let's see if they take a shot in the air. You mentioned neither team has a completion yet.
King under center. And he looks to just roll to the left, and he will be brought down. Probably a loss of a yard will make it 4th and 10. Again, they've picked up some yardage, but now facing a 4th and 10. Chargers defense doing a nice job.
Big down right here. Looks like they're going for it.
We've only seen one punt so far in today's action. Of course, it's early. Still have several more contests coming up. 4th and 10. King in a shotgun. He looks to the right. Pretty good pressure. Now he's going to throw deep.
Oh, wow.
And he's got a man wide
open.
open. Jones catches it inside the 5. He had to wait on the pass a little bit. And he's brought down there by Jaquan Harris, but all the way down to the 2-yard line, wide open.
Definitely looked like there was some miscommunication right there between that cornerback and that safety, man, because he was wide open. He could have walked in the end zone if the ball would have got there on time.